So I want to go back to talking a little bit about CITES and how I actually go to CITES. I actually represent the state of Louisiana and the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and the Alligator Advisory Council in Louisiana, and I'm very proud to be able to do that and represent them. And I actually go to the CITES meetings, and believe me, it's a lot of hoops to jump through to even be able to get to go. You have to have an invitation from the state of Louisiana to go, and then you have to have an official letter, and then the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the U.S. government has to approve you to go. And it's like it's part of the United Nations or something. It's pretty incredible. And I'm there in this room of 800 or 900 people who are really these just world-renowned conservation experts and biologists and scientists, and they're all talking about, how do we protect the tigers and the rhinoceroses and the elephants and the lions and all of these animals who are, in some cases becoming critically endangered. And honestly, in some ways I go there and I feel a little guilty because I think to myself, wow, we have this figured out. And trade may not work for every species, but for our species, it's worked. We have so much compliance. You can't find a tannery because there's just a handful of us that tan alligators and crocodiles. You couldn't melt and pour a poached animal on us or a poached skin. It's not a risk that we would take, and it's not something that we would even want to do because we place so much integrity on what we do and on how we are able to source legally acquired skins and doing things the right way. And here I am in CITES, and I see all of these other species, and they're dwindling and dwindling, and ours are actually getting stronger. Our trade is getting stronger. The populations are increasing. We're providing jobs to people in local communities, and in places like Africa and in places like Papua New Guinea, we're providing the only source of income that some indigenous people actually have. And when I'm talking indigenous people, I'm telling you people that live in huts, that collect crocodile eggs, and it is their only source of income. They manage to coexist with these violent, not very nice creatures. And the reason they coexist with these animals is because they understand that if they're able to manage the species, keep them around, look after their land, that they can collect the eggs and earn a little bit of income from it. So it's something that's working. So CITES for us has worked. Our populations have increased. We've built a tremendous trade. We have almost 100% compliance, and we're contributing to all types of conservation work for other species of crocodiles which are endangered. A group of alligator biologists, scientists, trade people, and other people that were interested in crocodilians last year at CrocFest raised $40,000 in 2 days for a study to be done on Indian gharials. Now, Indian gharials are not traded commercially, but we as people in the trade understand the tremendous amount of importance that we play and the role that we play, so we give back to conservation on other species in order to help those populations grow.